Welcome back to my channel, everyone. I am back with a small Sephora haul as well as a Dr. Dennis Gross haul. I'm just gonna mix everything together. I'll tell you where I picked the items up from, but let's dive in. The first item that I picked up is an item that I hate to keep showing on this channel because it is so stinking ridiculous, but price wise, but I love it. It is absolutely amazing. It is the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Kiss lip butter. This stuff is absolutely amazing. I have finished another one, so it will be in my empties for this quarter. I've gone through it a lot quicker than the first and the second one that I went through because with a mask on every time I leave the house, I'm not wearing a lot of lipstick. I just want my lips to stay hydrated and smooth. And this has done the trick. So this one is actually going to replace the one that was in my purse because it's empty to the point that I'm digging the last of the $18 product out. So that's the first item. It has become a staple in my collection. The next item also comes from Sephora, and it is the Clinique Pepstart Daily UV Protector Broad Spectrum SPF 50 sunscreen. I wear it every day, and I realize that I have one bottle that's in my empties and the other that came out of my travel bag, which is almost empty. This has been out of stock since the Sephora Spring VIB sale, I think. So it's been hard to get my hands back on. I was in store. They had two bottles in stock. I was tempted to get both of them, but thought I should leave one for the next person that may be on the hunt the same as me. I have this one, and now I have a little bit of time to find a couple of backups without wiping out the shelf. I love this because it is brown girl friendly. It has a nice little golden tint to it that complements our complexion, and it does not give you that awful gray ghost green cast look that flashes on cameras often give when we don't wear the right sunscreen. So this one is amazing, and it is, I believe, $19.50. The next item is also a Sol de Janeiro. I'm becoming a bit, okay, I'm not going to say I'm a snob, but I love their products. I hauled not too long ago another one of their body butters, but they just released the Boom Boom Body Scrub, and I have heard amazing things about it. It has a sand texture, or at least that's what the descriptions have been described as. It is in a similar size or the same size container as the Boom Boom Cream, but there is the container, and oh my goodness, it smells just like the body mist, the perfume, the body cream. It is the absolute perfect layering set. If I did not have other stuff to show you, I would take a little bit of the texture, but I'll let you know in an empties. But I love the smell, and it's a it's a really fine, see that texture? It's got some good oil in it. That's how you know a body. I want a body scrub that has good texture, but I also want it to have some hydration in it. I want it to be a little emollient so that it leaves a little bit of hydration residue on my skin, so that it's just not buffing and not putting anything back. So I'm excited to try this one. The next item is one that I have been on the fence about trying, And I actually picked this particular item up before I picked up a couple of Dr. Dennis Gross items that I've fallen in love with. But it is the Youth to the People Kale and Green Tea Spinach Vitamins Superfood Cleanser. This is the full 8-ounce one. This is the glass bottle that comes with the pump. So I am curious to see how this is going to perform, because I am starting to find what I believe are kind of my HG cleansers, and I'm curious to see if this one is as good as the reviews make it out to be, or if it's a bunch of hype and I will end up finishing the bottle but maybe not repurchasing. So I'm interested to try this. It will likely stay at my sink and not in the shower because it is a glass bottle. And the idea of me accidentally bumping this and getting shards of glass in the shower while barefoot is enough to make me not put it in the shower. But I believe I can damp my face. Yep. So you wet your face first and then apply 1 to 2 pumps onto wet hands and then rub together into a lather and then apply to face and then wash off. So I could put water on my face at the sink, add the Superfood cleanser, and then get in the shower, kind of let it steam a little bit, and then use my Clarisonic. So that's the plan for this one. So that's all the stuff from Sephora. The next 2 items or 3 items are from Dr. Dennis Gross, and I actually purchased directly from their site after a masterclass. I picked up a couple of things that I wanted to try. The first is I got a sample of the Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Universal Daily Peel. I'm an extra strength girl, but my nephew can use the universal, so I'll throw this in my travel bag and leave it with him the next time I go home. The next item is one that I have absolutely fallen in love with, and it is the Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Gel Cleanser. So here it is. I started with a travel size of this cleanser, and within 2 weeks I noticed a difference in the darkness of my hyperpigmentation from my acne scars, and I just overall felt like the texture of my skin was improving, that the pores were smoothing out, and I loved it even more when I incorporated my steamer on a regular basis. I use a steamer and my Clarisonic. So I am finishing up the travel size. It will be in my next empties update, and immediately decided that it was worth the splurge to get the full size. I think this one is $38 at Sephora. Occasionally you can find it a little bit cheaper on the Dr. Dennis Gross site. This one was regular $38 on their site, but I had a 15% off coupon. So I picked up the full size. It is in a plastic jar, unlike the Youth to the People. So this one can be sink side or in the shower, but this one is also applied on a wet face with wet hands. I let it kind of steam in the shower for a little bit, or I sit at the actual steamer and then remove with my Clarisonic. And then the last thing is a little bit of a splurge, but I wanted to kind of upgrade my peel, right? So I use the extra strength in the Alpha Beta peels from Dr. Dennis Gross, but this next item is actually the clinical grade of the daily version of this. So what I'm talking about is the clinical grade resurfacing peel system. It is a 2-part system. It comes with a step 1, step 2, and some cotton balls or cotton swabs for application. You put the solution 1 on the cotton pads and apply it all over. There could be a slight tingling sensation because of all of the active ingredients inside. And then number 2, if I recall the instructions correctly, part 2 is very similar to part 2 of the peel pad. It's more of the neutralizer to stop the actives from continuing to work. So I'm excited to try this. This will likely be a Friday or skincare Saturday deal when I try it the first time. Maybe even at night because of the grade of the active ingredients. Your skin is going to be a little sensitive after using it, so I wanted to make sure I've got my sunscreen, got my actives, got a good cleanser, which I probably wouldn't use these two together just because there's a lot of active ingredients, but this one could work because it's a little bit milder. So that's it. That's what I've picked up from Sephora and Dr. Dennis Gross. I will let you know how these things work out for me. If not in a separate video, please check out my haul it, how was it, and empties videos, because that's where I let you know how items worked for me, kind of give another mini review, and let you know whether or not I will be spending my money to repurchase. So thank you so very much for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Until next time, take care.